Awesomes. Welcome back to Sorta Awesome. I'm your host, Meg Teets, and I am so deeply, profoundly, utterly delighted to welcome back to Sorta Awesome my dear friend and my product purchasing enabler and Sorta Awesome regular, Julie Tepperman. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Meg. I'm so glad to be back.
I am so glad you are here, and I want you Awesomes to know that our conversation today, me and Julie, this is one of those that truly was born from one of our many discussions that we have
Mhm.
across many channels of communication about all of the products that we are into, the things that we have purchased, that we have tried, the ones we're loving, the ones we are hating. You, Julie, are my one friend that I can always count on to tell you, listen, I just did some pure stress shopping at Sephora and
Yeah.
I spent some money and I will report back, right?
Yes. Yes.
I can't tell you how many times, like probably starting during the pandemic is when we started trading back and forth our
Uh-huh.
shopping hauls, right?
Uh-huh. Back when the only thing that would bring us joy were products.
Yes.
Those
And
were
we were
dark days.
those were the dark days. We were
Yeah,
in our pajamas, the world was falling apart, and we were
that's
on
right.
Sephora's website like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I wonder if this is really good."
Yes.
So that's what we're going to be talking about today, you guys. Julie and I have been saving. I think I could even say I've been hoarding a lot of conversation around these products, both in our like personal communication and also like not even using any of these for Awesomes of the Week because I knew we were going to be talking about this on the show.
Uh-huh.
If you guys are just listening, I want you to know that Julie and I are also on video. We're putting Sorta Awesome on YouTube now, and we are both so delighted because even in the pre-video days, we loved to bring our props to show each other things as we were recording. Now
Mhm.
everybody can also see our products as we're showing them. So we're very
It's
super
very
excited.
exciting.
Julie is recording from her office today, and so you had to like throw all of your stuff in a bag, like just to get out the door.
Yes.
Yes. So we have some products that we are going to talk about. We have the things that we are genuinely loving. We have some that we're like kind of like we have complicated relationships, a little love,
Yes.
a little hate.
Yes.
We have some that we are straight up hating that we are super disappointed in.
Mhm.
We have some that we want to try that we're like curious about. And I think Julie even has like a product request for us at the
I
end. Like
do.
she's
I do actually.
looking for that new holy grail of
Mhm.
something. So you'll have to stay
Mhm.
tuned to the end for that. So we are talking all things products today. We are very revved up to get going on this. Lots of
Yes.
great, awesome product talk ahead today on this episode of Sorta Awesome. Welcome back, Awesomes, to the show that loves to support you in becoming smart, strong, and social. If you have been looking for amazing women to connect with and a community that will support you no matter what age or stage of life you're in, I'm really happy to tell you that you've come to the right place. Sorta Awesome is not just a podcast, it's also your community on the go. And
Mhm.
we would love to have you connect with us outside of your podcast apps in one of our communities on social media. You can find us on Instagram at Sorta Awesome Show. You can find us on Facebook in the Sorta Awesome Hangout. I mentioned this last week. I'm going to tell you guys again. If you are in spring cleaning mode, if you have picked up that spring cleaning vibe and energy, and you want some awesome recommendations for, just like the little products that help make those cleaning tasks a little easier, maybe you're in the mood to organize. We have actually two cleaning and organizing lists that we put together just for the awesomes. It's in our Amazon storefront. We've got one that's all about organizing in general and cleaning, doing your spring cleaning. We've got another one that's just for your fridge and pantry. Julie,
Oh.
I know that
Why are you making me? I know we're going to finish this. I'll be right over on Amazon because it's like you're reading my mind, the things on my to-do list. So thanks a lot, Meg.
I have to tell you, I recently did a fridge deep clean. It was so
Oof.
satisfying, but I cannot get that motivation up to do the pantry. Like, I don't know. I need to sit with the frustration of how chaotic it is in there. And maybe
Yeah.
that will help me to get rejuvenated in the energy to get that pantry tackled. But I'm gonna put these links in the show notes for you guys over in our Amazon storefront so that you can go over there and just get inspired. We've picked out some things that we use that we love. If you want to go straight to our Amazon storefront, you can always do that at amazon.com/shop/sorta awesome. So yes, Julie, here we are mid-March of 2023.
Crazy.
We'll get to awesome of the week in just a second, but just so you guys know, Julie and I have a big fat awesome coming at the end of this month.
I'm so excited.
Julie Tupperman is getting on a plane in Canada and coming to Texas,
Yeah.
where I and some other awesomes will be meeting her. For the first time, we get to be in the same space together
It's very exciting.
so that we can all go to Taylor Swift. So are you literally counting down the calendar days yet? Have you started, do you have a
No,
countdown
not
going? Me
no.
neither. I'm
I
not that
I
far ahead.
Oh, right. Well, first I have a family vacation for my in-laws' 60th anniversary. So I feel like once I actually feel like I just have to get to that vacation because we leave Saturday and I have packed nothing for any child or for myself. So
Sure,
I
sure,
have
sure.
to once I feel like once I get on that plane, I
Yes.
will then we will officially it'll be just a couple of weeks out and then I can start
Yes.
doing the day. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Also, I haven't had a girls trip in forever
I
and
know.
I mean, I deeply love my family and I'm so excited to let them be on their own for a weekend while I do fun things with you guys.
Yes. I'm so excited. This is your first trip to Texas, right?
No, actually,
Oh, okay.
one of my best friends, who is also an awesome, Haley, she used to live in Austin.
Okay.
So
Your
I
first trip to
visited her.
Dallas.
My first trip to Dallas. I mean, I've
Okay.
been in West Texas, which, makes no sense, but I haven't been to Dallas.
Okay. Okay. Yes. I'm so excited. We cannot wait. We will be reporting live that whole weekend, you guys. It's the last weekend going into the first weekend of April.
Mm.
So I know every time we get stressed, we're like, okay, this is stressful, but Taylor's coming. Taylor's on the
Taylor is
horizon.
coming. Taylor is coming.
And oh, I've got to send you a TikTok. People are starting to guess what the set list is going to be for the Eras tour.
Oh, okay.
So I can't wait for that. And I can't wait to hear what the actual set list is going to be like so we can really get into the right mindset
And we have to
for
figure
that.
out like clothing. What does one wear
Yes. Yes.
as like a mom-aged person going to a Taylor Swift concert?
There's so much that still needs to be sorted through.
Oh,
So
these are the hard things in life, Meg, really.
yes, awesome. So if you have outfit suggestions for any of us, I'm
Please.
open. I'm open. I'm leaning towards the 1989 era, but I am open to suggestions. Like I'm a blank
Why do I
slate.
feel like you're going to show up with a strong, bold red lip, Meg? I don't know why. I just
That's the one
it's
thing I do know.
would be so out of character for you. Oh, wait, no.
You can count on a red lip for me. I don't know anything else I'm going to do
That's
yet.
right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this show started the way we always do with our awesomes of the week. Awesome of the week is the moment in the show where we stop and talk about whatever is making life a little bit more awesome right now, whether it's a book or a TV show, a movie, a podcast, product, something that's bringing that gold sparkle to our days. Julie, what do you have for awesome of the week this week?
So sadly, this is, I think, one of the only things I didn't bring a prop for. And this
Oh,
one really needs a prop. But
yes.
imagine this. What I am bringing for Awesome of the Week is, it's called a reverse coloring book. And I will make sure that we have the link to this exact one. Essentially, what it is page after page after page of vague watercolor designs. And they're bright
Oh.
and they're pretty. And they're the opposite of a coloring book in that with a traditional coloring book, you have lines and you color them in. This, you draw the lines, you create the shapes on top of the watercolors. So you make
Oh,
it whatever you want to be.
wow.
So if you are someone who is just like, I don't want to sit there with a coloring book. That has
Yeah.
never been my thing. But
Mhm.
if you, I'm happy to doodle. So this is essentially like a big doodle. And
Yes.
my daughter, my 12 and a half year old, who is very into art, she almost started crying. She was so happy when she saw this. And
Love.
because for her, it like unlocked opportunity and creativity because it was just something totally different. So, I mean, honestly, you don't need to buy a book in order to do this. You could have your kids draw, paint with watercolors, then you just draw on top of them or let that, whatever it is. But this was, I mean, this is, I think it's something like 10 or $11, and it's beautiful. And it's just, again, I'm not a coloring book person, but
Yeah.
this is fun to do. And if you are an art person, this is pretty amazing. So it's just like when you talk about what an awesome of the week is, this is just one thing that really this week has made everybody in my family happy.
I love to hear that. And you were saying, yes, you could do this with your kids in watercolor,
Yeah,
but Julie,
that's
I
a whole
feel like
project.
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
going to do
say,
that.
I feel like you and I
No,
are definitely to the
no,
age and stage of life where we're like, if we're gonna get the art supplies out, like this is gonna be a whole endeavor.
right.
So personally, I would rather have the pre-painted so you can
Yes.
so is she using like a pen, like
A
different kinds of
pen.
pens?
She's
Okay.
using, like, just, like, a fine here, I will grab, I don't know if I have the exact one, but she'll use, like, maybe one of these very thin point
Sure,
Sharpies, or,
yes.
or a glidier pen because, sometimes the Sharpies
Yeah,
don't glide as
yeah.
well. But
Okay.
just she just sat there in bed drawing, and
I
actually,
love
she
it.
had an idea that, because Lily takes art class and they do a lot of watercolors, she was like, "Oh, maybe I'll make a couple of them and we can color copy them and give them to friends, maybe for Hanukkah, make our own little one." But in the meantime, buying this one off Amazon really fit the bill perfectly.
Love to hear it. We will definitely have a link in the show
Yeah.
notes because I have several kids in my house and maybe I'll even try it myself. It sounds like really more open-ended
Yes.
creativity, but still in a
Yes.
contained way.
Yes, and
Sounds kind of
actually,
perfect.
this just occurred to me as people are mentally preparing for Passover and Easter, which is, really just, if Taylor
Yeah.
Swift is around the corner, so are those holidays because they're
Yes.
literally right after.
Yeah.
But if you want to give something to kids, maybe, older kids like 7, 8, 9 and above, you could sit at a table with a pen and draw, and without disturbing any religious ceremonies or long dinners or anything
Yeah.
like that. Because I know for the Passover Seder, I like to bring something sometimes to entertain the kids.
Perfect. Love it. Perfect timing
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Okay. My awesome of the week this week is a new podcast. It's actually a new series on a podcast that it seems like it's going to be one of those that kind of does seasons, like topics by season. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So the name of the podcast is called California Dreamin', or I'm sorry, not California Dreamin', California Love.
Okay.
In the first season of that, Walter Thompson Hernandez looks at Tupac and Dr. Dre and kind of like created a whole podcast series, season one, around California, kind of like a love letter to Compton and all different kinds of exploration through that. That was season one. Now, season two of California Love is out, and this season is called K-pop Dreaming.
Ooh.
Is Lily into the K-pop scene at all? I'm super
Just
curious.
starting to get in there
Okay.
a little bit, I think. She's
Okay.
yeah.
That makes sense because it was a couple of years ago when AJ, my 15-year-old, got super, super into the world of K-pop, which
Mhm.
I did not know anything about. And so this season is so fascinating because it is hosted by a Korean American woman named, hang on, I forgot. Okay. Named Vivian Yoon.
Mhm.
And she grew up in kind of like the like 90s, early 2000s in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And so her story is that when she was growing up, she projected this persona of being this like kind of like edgy skater girl who listened to like definitely not Korean, totally American, like emo bands and stuff, Jimmy Eat World and all of those types
Mhm.
of band situations. And but she would secretly go in her Korean town neighborhood, go with her mom to like the video stores and music stores and get K-pop and listen to it secretly. And when she got her first iPod, she would even like make playlists with her favorite K-pop songs on there, but then she would like have code names on her iPod so nobody would know she was listening to K-pop. And so it is an exploration and it tells the history of K-pop in
Uh-huh.
general, kind of like the rise, the popularity, and all of that behind K-pop. but also it's Vivian kind of coming to terms with being able to embrace her heritage, embrace who she is, how she's part of both the Korean community, the American community, coming to terms with like really loving what she loves, which is why I wanted to share it with the
Yes.
Awesomes because you know that that is such a foundational core part of our ethos at sort of awesome is to love what you love. And
Yeah.
Vivian's storytelling in this is just so engaging. I would say even if you are almost completely unfamiliar with the world of K-pop, like I like know the names of the bands from AJ and her fandom, but I've never really listened to it. Even still, even if you're not a fan of K-pop, it's barely on your radar. Her storytelling and her, like, synthesizing of her childhood memories, her teenage memories, and, cultural identity, and just all with the background of music is so fascinating, so engaging, so well done. I have just been super loving it. It's still in production, so it's not one that you can absolutely binge all the way through right now, but go ahead and start listening to what's out there. You guys are gonna love it, and you can keep up with Vivian's journey through K-pop dreaming on the as part of the California Love podcast.
That sounds awesome. I am going to start listening because I'm in need of a new podcast. So that's great.
It's really, really good. I'll put a link in the show notes for you guys. I mentioned our social media networks at the top of the show. We always love to hear what you guys have going on, what's awesome in your life. So again, come over and find us on Instagram at Sorta Awesome Show. We have so many fun things going on Instagram. We would love to have you join us over there. Plus, you can come and find us in the Sorta Awesome Hangout group. It is definitely the heart of the awesome community. And we always talk Awesome of the Week every Friday over there. Julie and I have gobs. I'm just gonna use that very antiquated word. We have gobs of
Mhm.
products to talk about. We will get to all of that when we come right back. Okay, awesomes. We are back. We are talking about products today. The products we love, the products that we did not love, or one could even say the ones we hated. And also some of the products that are out there that we just want to try, that we're just fascinated by. Julie, why don't you kick us off in the loving category, products that we're loving, and let's talk kind of like skin and body care first, things
Okay.
that you are totally into.
All right. I am excited. Ready? Okay.
Yes.
I'm taking off my rings because some of these are
Oh,
going to involve
whoa.
demonstrations.
This
So,
got serious all of a
okay.
sudden.
Woo,
Okay.
okay. All right. The first thing on my list is the Sun Bum roll-on sunscreen. So I'm holding it up.
Ooh.
I feel like, you know how on the influencers,
Oh,
they put their hand behind it.
you are
Thank
doing the
you.
influencer thing.
Thank
Yes.
you so much. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, there are three different versions of this. I think there's an unscented and there's a mineral. This is just the regular SPF 50. Why does this matter? First of all, it smells good. That's obviously
Mm,
important. But
yes.
this is, I'm going to do a little arm demonstration of,
Mm,
I don't even know if you can actually
this-
see, you can't actually, but this
I could.
sunscreen,
Yeah, I could
this
see that
rubs
there was nothing
in
to see. Yes.
rubs in so quickly and so easily. And why does this matter? Because my kids love this sunscreen. My 9-year-old loves this sunscreen. And
Yes.
for me, and I know I mean, this is not just about me, this is a universal thing. The best sunscreen is one that your kids will wear, you know,
Absolutely,
and
yes.
this one, my kids think is so much fun to put on. But the thing is, I also like putting it on because you're not squeezing a tube, you're not getting it all over. You literally, it's a roll on, you know, like an old
Yes.
school roll on deodorant. And it absorbs so quickly, like done. And that really
Yeah.
matters because if you only have 2.2 seconds to get the sunscreen on and rubbed in, this is a good
Yes.
one. And it doesn't, I mean, I feel like knock on wood. I've traveled with this. It doesn't leak. It doesn't, if you hold it upside
Perfect.
down, it's not spilling out. So,
Dadgum.
this is, I mean, you can find this at Target, you can find it at Ulta, and it lasts a really, and this one, it's SPF 50. And it's same thing for faces. So, and I feel like, especially with faces, to just be able to roll it on, quickly rub it in. So the Sun Bum roll-on sunscreen, cannot recommend it highly enough. It also does a good job with sun protection, by the way. I feel like I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that is that.
I am 100% sold on that. Any parent knows that wrangling a kid,
It's the
even
worst.
older kids, can be so squirrely and squirmy about it. Wrangling kids into sunscreen is a nightmare. This sounds amazing, and I love the fact that you can just throw it in your beach bag or you can pack it
Yes,
with you on vacation, whatever, and you don't have to worry about it's all over everything. So,
exactly. Yeah,
I'm
it's
obsessed.
pretty great. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, the next thing, that I have is it's a face wash situation, and I feel like I have to call it a situation. This
Okay.
is the Charlotte Tilbury Goddess Cleansing Ritual 1 and 2. I have told you about this before. This is my 3rd set. First one, they last yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. They
That's
last a really
that's
long
true
time.
love. Yeah.
So here's the story. I am one of the many people who sometimes struggle at the end of the night to actually get my face washed
Mm.
because I it's too much.
Yeah.
Like I mean, by the end of the night, the kids are in bed. I don't want to get all wet and but here's the thing. This is essentially like you put a little bit, a pea-sized amount on your face, and you use it like a balm or cleansing oil type of a thing.
Mhm.
You rub it in
Yes.
dry, you wipe
Yes.
it off with a wet washcloth. So you're not splashing water all over yourself. You're not, soaking your pajamas. You're not I cannot deal with that. So you do it once with this one and then once with the gray one. So you are double cleansing. And
Yes.
for some strange reason in my brain, the fact that I don't actually have to wash and splash, but it makes this completely I don't even want to say user friendly. Like it's manageable.
Yes.
But
Yes.
here's the real thing, Meg. When I use this regularly, people start asking me why my skin looks so good. And I am
Oh,
convinced that it is this. It is
nice.
it is this one thing. And I mean, I wait until Sephora's having the sale and then I will buy it because
Okay.
I don't want, it's like I think $45 or something. It is not cheap, but it also lasts a long time and it gets the makeup off. My skin feels great. And again, it gets me to actually cleanse my face at the end of the night, which is pretty amazing sometimes.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Charlotte Tilbury is one of those where I feel like there's such a cult following around so many of her products.
Uh-huh.
And I think the buzz is real. Like, I rarely hear somebody say, like, I tried this and I didn't like it. So I never really have checked out any of the skincare though. So this is good to know.
So what's really interesting, Meg, is I'm about to be one of those people. I don't really like Charlotte Tilbury makeup.
Oh, really?
I don't.
Okay.
Not my delicate face. I find the lip products to be really drying for
I
me, and
think
they just
it's yeah, I think it's
yeah,
aimed for younger women,
which I
honestly.
am not.
I think
I'm
maybe
middle.
we should have set that at the top. Julie
Right.
and I are in our 40s. Julie lives in Canada, so dry skin
Yep.
is probably, an ongoing
Yes.
issue. Also, just being 45 and skin changes. I've talked about this in our midlife series. Like, my skin is so much drier than it's ever been in my whole life. So bear that in mind as we're talking about the things that we're loving. That will make so many more things make sense as we go through our lists. Okay, what do you have next for
Okay. So the next one, this is also a multi-purchased actually throughout the years. The brand is Lalia. I don't know. It's all
Ooh,
squished up there.
yeah,
So it's a hand lotion. The scent that
okay.
I love is called Sugar Pastille.
Mm,
I don't know.
mm,
Pastille. Now here's the
yes.
thing. It smells almost like I wish that we had smell-o-vision. It smells almost like a lightly sugared candy type of thing. So if you don't love
Mm,
sweet things, but it also is lightly floral. I'm not doing the best job explaining this. This is one of those things that you really need to smell to like, but if you like a lightly scented, nice hand cream, here's the thing. The scent disappears in 2 to 3 minutes. So it's not going to
oh, okay.
conflict with any other, perfume or anything else that you're wearing. It absorbs almost instantly.
Yeah.
And it is such a pretty package that it feels like a little luxury when you put it on. And I
Oh, I
keep
love it.
this at my desk drawer at work. And, after I use the restroom, I come back, I put it on. It makes me feel good. And again, it's not greasy. It
Mm,
absorbs so quickly and it smells great. And so it's just one of those things that just throughout the years makes me feel good every time I use it. And this is a great gift. This is a great like Mother's Day gift, birthday gift, something that, and all of their packaging is floral. Or at least, kind of florally designs. So it looks really pretty and substantial when you gift it to someone. But I gift
yes.
it to myself.
As well you should.
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
Okay, I have one more for the skin and
Okay.
body. So this is this is a lip balm.
Okay.
Now, my number one favorite lip balm, this is gonna be a little bit of theme here, a sad theme, has been discontinued. The Bite Beauty that,
Oh,
got it.
no.
I know, it's
I
incredibly upsetting.
loved that one.
I know,
Oh
me too. I
gosh.
know. So I have been on a quest
Yeah.
to find something that can replace it. This is okay, so this is the Belief Aqua Bomb Overnight Lip Mask,
Oh, I didn't know
and
they
here's
had a lip mask.
they do, but
That's
here's the
so
thing.
great.
I don't use this like a lip mask. I just use this throughout the day. First of all, my kids love it because the top looks like a little top hat, and so that's,
Oh,
perpetually entertaining.
yes. Yes.
It gives you so much product, and it's almost like a more moisturizing Aquaphor, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The
Okay.
price point is totally reasonable. I think it's
Yes.
like $20 for a really big container of it, and there's no real scent. It just feels really good, and you can, of course, use it overnight, but I use it during the day, and it just stays on and continues to make my lips feel hydrated on a day where I'm not going, with a lip color. So I
Okay.
love this and have purchased this for people, and this is a really solid product.
That is so interesting to hear. I love Belief. And what's interesting to me is Belief is, I believe it's Korean beauty. I've noticed in Asian beauty lines, a lot of them refer to what we would call like a heavy duty lip balm. They call lip
Mhm.
masks.
Uh-huh.
Like the ever popular, I say Laneige. I've heard YouTubers say Laneige. Their lip mask is super, super wildly popular. And I've talked about the dupe for that I found
Uh-huh.
on, I have it right here because it never leaves my side, that I found on Amazon. It's also called a lip mask. And I like my daughters will come to my room and be like, "Can I borrow your lip mask?" Because it's just like if your lips need some help in healing, like they do
Mhm.
in the winter, this is amazing. But I do think that that's an interesting thing about Korean beauty and Asian beauty products. I think it's just like a difference in what we would call things, but they're
Right.
basically the same product.
So I have some deep thoughts on this, and this is getting
Okay.
really granular for people who do not care about lip products. So I'll try to make it fast. The I don't love the Laneige one. I
Mhm.
love the Tatcha one. And the difference between
Okay.
that type of a lip mask and how this feels is those are almost tacky.
Yeah,
The way
these are
like you put
tacky for
them on
sure.
and they feel tacky. This one, you
Yeah.
put it on and it just feels like a very moisturizing balm. So
Okay. Good to
that to me is the
know.
difference because you can put this on and not feel like your lips are like carrying this big heavy layer.
Okay, I'm glad you pointed that out because I
Yeah.
absolutely 100% would not like this is only I put this on when I finish my
That
skincare at
is that
night.
is a real night like lip mask.
Night.
This
Yes.
is you could use this at night or whenever.
Okay. I loved when you opened that into the mic. Maybe we can turn this into like an ASMR episode just for me, just for my
You got
enjoyment.
it. You got it.
Okay, are you ready for
I
my
go
skin
for
and
it.
body care? Okay,
Yes.
where to start? Where to start? I'm going to tell you I have like a trio, and 2 of them are from the same brand, so let's start there. Let's start with Paula's Choice. Paula's Choice, I am almost fully converted to being a Paula's Choice girly exclusively with my skincare,
Oh my.
which I've always been a big mix and matcher. The only thing is I'm still not 100% convinced that cleansers make that big of a difference, but now I'm thinking like, well, look, people are stopping Julie in the street to tell her her skin looks amazing when she's
I mean,
using the Charlotte Tilbury. So maybe I'm missing out here with my drugstore line cleansers. But let me tell you the ones I'm living right now. So this is from their clinical line. So
mhm.
their quote unquote clinical line is their mature skin. Listen, guys, it's the anti-aging line. Okay.
Right.
That's well documented that I have a very complicated relationship with anti-aging products. Just give me the grace of continuing to spend money on this so you don't have to, and I will tell you if it works or not. These 2 absolutely work, and I love them. The first one is the ceramide enriched firming moisturizer. Now, does this moisturizer actually firm your skin? I really don't think it does, honestly. But this is a moisturizer that is perfect for daytime. It is so lightweight. One pump of this on my hand and I put it
Mhm.
on my face is enough, even in the winter, for daytime
Oh
moisturizer.
wow.
I do think that if you use this over time, it probably is gonna do, like, a little bit of firming depending on what your skin level is at already, but, like, this is not gonna erase your wrinkles, you guys. This is just it's got the ceramides in it. It's really, really good for your skin. I don't know if it's particularly firming, but I am loving being able to use so little product. This is pretty I think it's kind of expensive for a moisturizer, but a little goes a long way. It will last you forever. Now, Julie, I have this is one that I have been hoarding
Oh, I'm so excited.
to tell you about. I cannot even believe how great this next product works. This is their I've got to put my readers on to read the actual product name. This is their phytoestrogen elasticity renewal serum. It looks like this. Again, it's part of their
Uh-huh.
clinical line. I have been using this on my ever more crepey skin under
Mhm.
my chin and on my neck. I've been using it twice a day. I wish I would have taken a before picture. The results are amazing on this. It actually is going in, and I don't know what it is, bringing more collagen in or something to I don't wanna say repair, but it's erasing that look of crepiness. Now, I do still have a little down here because I haven't really been concentrating down here. I'm noticing in my camera as we're
Now,
talking
do you
on
like how
Zoom.
I'm looking at the camera like,
Mhm.
trying to get a better
Yeah, I need to move it down here. I've mostly been focusing because it was getting really crepey, just like in this curve of the neck right here.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
I can't even believe it. Now, I will say too that when I stop using it, the crepiness comes back, which makes me
Okay.
feel like this stuff is actually working.
Okay.
This could be the thing that I need to stockpile for the rest of my life because now I can never run out. I use it
Yes.
in the morning. I rarely do a lot of skincare in the morning. I've been using this in the morning, definitely use it at night for crepiness. I'm sure there's other places that you could use it. That's what I bought it to tackle, and it's great, you guys. It really, really, really does work if that's a concern for you. Okay, now, some of you superstars may remember that at the last gathering when we did our spicy book show and tell that my face was like really red. And it's because I was trying out a product that I'm going to talk about in the hating category here in a minute. But I went back to I'm loving this. This is the Olay Retinol plus Peptide 24 plus nighttime moisturizer.
Okay.
It's in the purple jar. It looks like
Okay.
this. Again, this is for a drugstore brand. I feel like this is a little pricey, but again, a little goes a long way. The only thing I do not like about this I probably should have put this in my complicated category, which I know we're going to talk about here in a minute.
Mhm.
The only thing I don't like is oil of Olay is not cruelty free, and I really do try to be mindful about cruelty free purchases. They're not a cruelty free company, but this retinol plus peptide 24 plus it makes my skin look and feel fantastic. I've talked about how I have really reactive skin. I think I just need to embrace the fact that if I am gonna use more retinol, I'm really, really, really gonna have to build into it because when I was using the other, which I'm gonna talk about here in a minute, my skin just I couldn't get it under control. No matter
Mhm.
how rarely I was using it, it's just like my skin is just not loving the retinol products. But it does great with this one, which is just gentle enough, and I think makes a really big difference. And my skin feels so soft is the
What your
thing.
skin looks great. I have to tell
Thank
you,
you.
it really does.
Thank you, and thank you, Oil of Olay. Okay.
Now accepting sponsorships.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't mind an Oil of Olay campaign. I mean, ethics go by the wayside
Right.
at that point. Cruelty free, what? Okay, I think we briefly talked about products for our feet in our private conversation.
Yes.
Spring and summer coming up, you guys may want to turn your attention towards your feet. If you
Mhm.
have cracked heels, this product right here is going to be your new best friend. This is from Dr. Scholl's. It's their Severe Cracked Heel Balm. Oh my gosh. I have tried so many cracked heel remedies. I've done the feet masks, which are so messy. And I don't even ever feel like, oh, I'm really glad I went through all of that mess because now my feet look amazing. I've
Mhm.
never had that result. I've tried, just like the scrubs and all of the different tools. Julie, this Dr. Scholl stuff is under $10, first of all, for this whole big container of it.
Uh-huh.
When you open it, it's a roll-up application, so it's
Love that.
super, super not messy. You just literally just put it on your feet wherever you got cracked heels. If you have other places with that kind of cracked, dry skin on your feet, you could use it on there, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. The product itself goes in. It has, like, um, urea in it, 25%
Yeah.
urea. It
Yeah.
has Epsom salts and essential oils, and it does the work. I long established, cannot wear socks to bed, so I actually am a little bit weird. I will put this on after my morning bath or shower,
Uh-huh.
put it on my feet, put on socks just to wear around the house for a little bit while it sinks in. Oh my gosh, this is making such a dramatic change in my feet. I cannot even believe it.
That
I'm
this will be an
obsessed.
immediate purchase for me.
It is so good.
Immediate.
Again, it's under $10. It's this will last either you for years or your whole family can use it. Like, there's so much product and it's so cheap and it really does work.
Amazing.
Okay, last one. If you are a person who uses natural deodorant, then you know you're always on the quest to find the best natural deodorant. I have used and loved Kapari for years, but I think most of us kind of hit those moments in life. You have your Kapari.
I had my mammogram this morning, so I had to bring
Nice.
it to put deodorant on afterwards.
Perfect.
So
Great. Yes.
here's Meg's visual, everyone,
There we
anybody
go.
who's
That's it.
watching.
That's the one. I think all of us hit that point in life, whether we're using natural or, sort of like more traditional, conventional deodorant. Like, our favorite deodorant stops working, right? Have you had these
Yes,
moments in life
I
and you're like,
have.
well, what am I supposed to do now? I've used this for years.
And do quickly because when that stops working, it really stops working.
Yes. So apparently my body was asking for a break from Kapari. I had purchased last year some deodorant from Lumi,
Uh-huh.
which you probably have seen social media ads for.
Yeah.
They have ads all over the place. It is cruelty free. So is Kapari, by the way. I don't super love their marketing because their marketing is very much like, this is your whole body deodorant. You can use it wherever. And like, women especially have, like, deodorant needs for their whole body, which that's fine. Do what you do. I wish we could just more normalize that some smells from our bodies are okay and normal and natural. But then
Yes.
I guess they are a deodorant company, so they gotta really lean into that. I have been using this as sort of like, just as because I'd already bought it and I had set it to the side because just love my Kapari so much. A couple of weeks ago, well, actually earlier this week, and this happened a couple of weeks ago, we just keep getting the stomach flu in my house. And so I went 2 days without bathing at all and being sick and all of that, just like fever and the
The
sweats that come
worst.
with that, just really, really being sick. And Julie, when I tell you, I had absolutely no underarm odor, and it was because of this. They do claim that
Wow.
it's 72-hour odor control. I did not mean to put that to the test. I did put it to the test. It actually really did. Now I did it for like 48 hours. I didn't take it all the way to the 72-hour mark, but
Still.
still, even through having the stomach flu and fever and body aches and just like my fever breaking and sweating and all of that gross stuff, this deodorant held up. So I hadn't even planned to put this on the list. And then I was like, you know what? She's a good one. I will say this is the clean tangerine scent. I would not repurchase this. It's fine for me, but all of my kids think this straight up stinks.
Ah.
So if they come in or hug me like right after I put my deodorant on, it's that smell. So it doesn't agree with my body chemistry. If I do get this again, I would probably just get the unscented, but it's
Okay.
pretty great deodorant,
That
honestly.
that's really good to know.
Okay, so those were my skin and body care things. Now we have some makeup things that we're loving, right?
Yes, we do, we do.
Okay, let's hear your list.
Okay. The first one I have is called the Tula Rose Glow Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. That is a
Mm,
mouthful. Here it
mhm.
is. Okay. It's in this. It is literally what it says. I'm going to take my glasses off here and show you how you work. Basically, it is like a roll-up stick. We're into the roll-ups today. It's pink
Yes.
and shimmery. You literally just swipe it
Oh,
on underneath your eyes and
under
you're
your
done. And here
eyes.
under your eyes. And here's the thing. What this is
Okay.
for, put my glasses back on so I can see you again clearly. This is a really amazing middle of the day pick me up. I keep
Mhm.
this in my desk drawer at work because there are some times where I just feel I'm in an office building, it's dry, I feel draggy. This, it's nothing like, you're not gonna see a marked difference when people look at you, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, she put on makeup." But
Yeah.
when you put this on, it does perk your eyes up, your under eyes just a little bit. Genetically, I have bags on my under my eyes. I always will.
Yeah.
This really just provides a little bit of brightness. You can't see it when it goes on. You just notice that things are a little bit brighter and it
Perfect.
feels amazing. When you put it on, you do feel a little bit of cooling and it
Oh,
just kind of makes you
nice.
almost like, when you had that feeling when you have something minty and it just kind of makes you awake?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like it's not minty, but it's just it awakening, brightening under your eyes. So this is pretty fantastic. And we'll get to something else from this line and the things that I did not like. So
Okay.
I'm a mixed bag on Tula products, but
Yeah.
this one has been repurchased. So that's how I knew it was worth sharing. But this is a really good one.
Love it.
Okay. The next one is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I know that you've talked about other Benefit eye products, but
Mhm.
this is one I never really needed an eye pencil and a brow pencil before. My eyebrows are pretty thick, but what I'm noticing is, as I'm getting a little bit older, there's just like I want to fill in a tiny bit more. First of all, wrong side. Let me show you. It is a teeny, I'll do that influencer thing. Yes,
Oh,
fancy. It is a
yes.
teeny fine point, and literally all you do is you just kinda draw on like a marker or a pen, and
Yes.
and it's that, and then it's done. And then it comes with your little spoolie to, brush your
Mhm.
eyebrows after.
Yes.
And this is just one of those little things that when your eyebrows are done, your whole face looks more put together.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I am relatively new to that line of thinking because I one of those weird compliments when you're younger and don't appreciate, people would tell me, "You have the most beautiful eyebrows." And I would say to
You
my
really
mother, "That's
do. I
well,
know.
thank you. Thank you, Grandma Ellie." But this is where they came from. But I mean, it's you really don't appreciate that when you're 14 years old.
No, of
But now
course.
I look at people like, "Oh, she has gorgeous eyebrows," and look at like they just look fantastic. So
Yes.
this eyebrow pencil, it is really great. And one of the things that I love about Benefit is they sell almost all of their products in a trial size as well. So you
Yes.
don't have to commit to the whole big thing,
Yeah.
but you can. And I think this is just a great one.
Okay.
Okay. The next one on my list is a lip liner. And I am not a huge lip liner person. It is the CoverGirl. I want to say the name exactly. It's the Simply Ageless Lip Flip Liner. And the color that I have is 150 Elegant Nude. Here's why I like this. First of all, I love the shape. I don't know if you can see, but
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's a
that's really different for a
really
lip
different.
liner?
Yes.
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 Okay.
So it's almost for people who are listening, it's at a diagonal. It's almost like a
Yeah.
triangle and it's narrow. So
Yes.
and it's a really easy nude color. Like it's just a
Oh,
really good
perfect.
basic
Yes.
nude. And it's one of my secret talents, Meg, is I can actually put on lip
I
liner
was like,
without
"Wow,
looking.
you're really talking and putting it on the same time." I'm, like, entranced right now. Keep talking.
This is really one of my secret talents. I I am more of a lip gloss person than a
Okay.
lipstick person.
Okay.
I mean, I've gone back and forth, but I'd say the past 10 years I've been on team gloss more than anything else.
Yeah.
And sometimes I want it to last a little bit longer. This is just a very basic nude that first of all, if you're wearing lipstick or lip gloss and the top layer goes away, having this color of liner left behind doesn't look obviously like you're wearing lip liner. So, but it
Yeah.
also provides a great base. And again, it's CoverGirl. This is not, this is drugstore makeup. It's amazing. So I really love it and it goes on so smoothly and I really think this is a great piece of makeup.
I'm so glad you told me about that because I have tried to make liners work. I know that a lot of people really love them, and I under reds, I will almost always wear, a liner, but otherwise I never really grab for one, and so I'm glad you're telling me about this. I'm very intrigued.
It's a really good one. And I mean, look, if you're not a liner person, I don't think you need to make yourself be a liner person. But if you are, this is a really good one.
Perfect.
And some of the other colors are great too. But this is the one I've really stuck with.
Loving it.
Okay.
Okay.
So my last one is actually it's not technically, it is not makeup, but it has to do with my makeup bag and my purse. This is a funny name. This is the Sauber Kugel cleaning ball. And what does this even mean? Because it's the strangest thing you've ever heard. One of my friends introduced this to me. This is a little ball that you drop in the bottom of your makeup bag, of your purse. It rolls around and collects all the schmutz. And when it is dirty, you open it. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, there's a little ASMR for you there. You
Yes.
you take it out. See, it's all squishy and dirty right now. I left it dirty. You wash it off. So like
Okay.
just water, soap and water, put it back in your thing. And
What on
then
this earth? What a
done.
time to be
What
alive,
a
Julie.
time to be alive. This is $10 on Amazon. You throw it in the bottom of your bag
Yes.
and it just rolls around and collects the schmutz. So this is one of those things that, especially in a makeup bag where you might have like little pieces of eye makeup that get out or whatever. This I have found to be just helpful in keeping the overall state of my makeup a little bit more clean, the outside part of it, if that makes sense.
Yes, it
Um,
does.
and so it's not technically makeup, but that little product has made my makeup life so
Ugh.
much better. And also I just dropped it and it rolled across my office floor. So now I'm definitely going to be
Definitely needs
washing
to be
it
washed.
before I put it back in.
The makeup schmutz, as you
Mhm,
so
mhm.
aptly named it, is the constant problem of having your makeup in a makeup bag. I've
Yeah.
been struggling with this since I was a teenager.
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad that in the year of our Lord 2023, we finally have an actual solution to this problem. That is amazing.
Mhm.
Okay, I have a few makeup products that I'm loving that I just want to run through the list pretty quickly. The first is going back to the eyebrow thing and eye products in general. Let's just start there because I actually have 3 of those to talk about. The first 2 are from Glossier. And look, I'm not like telling anyone something brand new. The Glossier Boy Brow is really amazing. This is the one I've tried so many brow gels. I do like to do a little something. My brows are like disappearing over time. I don't have much to work with. So the
Mhm,
brow gel to me is so fast and easy. And this is the one find myself consistently reordering.
mhm.
I also love that it comes in an actual auburn shade, which is great for me. It's really hard to find just the right shade for me. Although Benefits 3.5 is also workable. I don't know. I just love this. I keep reordering it. New to me is the Glossier Pro Tip eyeliner. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do the
Do the
influencer thing with my
influencer thing.
hand.
There you go.
Okay. Look how
Wow.
look at that tip.
Yeah.
It's really great. It lasts all day, no smudging. I was really surprised. Glossier, I feel like, is kind of hit and miss on,
Yes.
a lot of their products are really popular. I do think a lot of them are aimed and marketed for women who are younger than me. But I've been loving these so
That's
much.
great.
The other one that I've been loving for eyes is from Jones Road. This is their Just a Sec eyeshadow. It's a cream eyeshadow.
Mhm.
I got the shade Topaz, Julie, last summer. I still haven't hit the bottom of the pan on this
Oh,
baby.
wow.
I don't wear it every single day, but oh my gosh, it's so teeny tiny. You think like, how is this even going to be like
Right.
helpful for me? It's very highly pigmented and I'm wearing it right now. It's
It's
like
really pretty.
I dip my pinky finger or my ring finger in there and I just swipe it on with my finger
Amazing.
and that's it. I put it on my whole lid and then that's it. And it lasts all day. I'm very, very into this. I've been meaning to tell you because I think Jones Road is one of those brands where you and I have tried quite a bit and we've kind of talked back and forth about what
Mhm.
we love. Um, this Just a Sec eyeshadow. This is actually the only shade I've gotten from there. I will eventually maybe try some more, but I've been loving this topaz. It's so easy to wear. I feel like I'm kind of working backwards. I should have started in a different order, but that's okay. Speaking of Jones Road, they're very, very, very well known for their Miracle Balm.
Mhm.
I have several shades of it. Some I love, some I don't. This
Uh-huh.
is the Flushed. I think I finally got the hang of wearing this. I'm wearing Flushed right now. As you can, this side
It's
has a
very
light coming in, so
pretty.
it's a little bit more faded on this side. This is just like the perfect little pink. And the thing about the Miracle Balm is you do
Uh-huh.
have to break the seal every time you use it. I didn't
Uh-huh.
realize that. I think that's where I was kind of not understanding how the product works. For some reason, I feel like Jones Road products come with like a lot of learning curve.
Oh,
I
yeah, we'll
hate to
get there in my complicated ones.
I know. I hate to say that because I really do like them. You just have to kind of learn how to use them. This Flushed is super great. And one thing I've learned too about it is I need to put on, when I'm putting my makeup on, I need to put on more than I think I need.
Mhm.
and then it kind of actually settles into your skin. Feels really great, not sticky at all. It's sticky in the tub,
Uh-huh.
but on the skin, not sticky at all, and I've just really been loving it now that I actually understand how to use it.
Okay. So I tried the balm and I maybe I didn't stick with it long. It's in the drawer. I'm gonna have to go home and dig it out.
I
Like one of the
have
little ones.
yeah, I have a tawny, shade in the
Mhm.
little ones. I really like that in the summer too, but y it takes a little practice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm totally doing these backwards because I should have started with the foundations of the face, but here we go anyway. The Say, which I have talked about, they were the awesome of the week at the beginning of the year for me. Say, lipsticks, I'm still loving, but I tried their concealer. It's called Hydra Beam Concealer,
Mhm.
and it's sort of they market it as a hybrid between makeup and skincare. So it's like
Okay.
serum based. Oh my gosh, Julie, I love it. I'm off the foundation. I'm not even wearing foundation anymore. I'm wearing this, and then under it, I'm putting the Flower Beauty. This is the other one I'm loving. Flower Beauty, Drew Barrymore's line. The Skin Smoothie Powder Matte Primer.
Okay.
So I'm putting my skincare on in the morning, my sunscreen, still loving my Paula's Choice sunscreen. I put on this primer from Flower Beauty. It does pat down into a very nice, very gentle matte. It's not, if you're looking for like heavy duty matte, I don't think this is the product for you. But if you just want to kind of like not have so much of a dewy look,
Right.
it's like a balance. If you just kind of want to even out the skin tone, for me, this has been great. Then I dot the Say Hydro Beam Concealer in my T-zone.
Mhm.
I use my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer sponge that I live and die by and just tap all of that in. And some days I'll just like leave the house with just that on, maybe swipe on some lipstick and good to
That's
go.
great. I
So,
feel
been
like,
loving these.
people in our general age range, I feel like we have a very complicated relationship with dewy skin because when we were growing up, it
Mhm.
was all about the powder
Oh,
and you
yes.
wanted your face to be as bone dry as possible, and now to
Yes.
purposely make your skin dewy is very confusing.
We would
Hard times.
carry, those powder sheets with us. I wouldn't
Yes.
ever leave the house without my pressed powder compact, so I
Yes.
could any sign of oil or shine,
Yeah.
that was gonna not be happening, so we had to literally powder our nose girls back
Yeah.
in those days. You have a complicated one, and I have a kind of complicated one to talk about. What's your complicated love?
Okay. So I have two complicated ones. The first one is the Jones Road What the Foundation. So
Yes.
here's the thing. This is not actually foundation. I think that I've just come to accept that it's a balm, a balm. Okay. So I use it. I use it
Oh,
frequently.
girl, you have been using it.
Yeah. Here's the
Yes.
thing. I hate how it smells. Hate how it smells. It goes away
Weird.
quickly. I hate how it
Yeah.
smells.
Okay.
It is thick. Like I just tapped it and you can see, I mean, it's really thick. But here's the
Whoa.
thing, Meg. I'm
Yeah.
doing a little demo, trying to avoid my glasses and the headphones here. It
Yeah.
absorbs
Oh, yeah.
really nicely.
Yes.
And the thing is, it takes a minute or two. And I think that might be part of why it's complicated for me because when you put this on, you need to let it sit for a while before you do anything else. This is another one of those products that when I wear it, people ask me, "What are you wearing? Your skin looks amazing."
Mm.
And it is again, like I'm touching my skin right now. It's tacky right now. It is going to
Mhm.
take a while for this to absorb. And I think the thing is for me, whoo, I don't want to drop this. I think that this may be a wintertime product. And I think that
Oh,
may be the issue
interesting.
because
Okay.
my skin is so much more. When I first got it, I feel like it was spring, summer, and I deeply hated it. But I
Mhm.
didn't want to get rid of it. And I missed the return window. So I was like, well, let's get, we'll get to the,
Alright,
you
let's
know,
try it again.
that's right. Let's try it again. And then I was really surprised that I really liked it. So it is complicated. I don't yet know if I will replace this when
Okay.
I finish it.
Yeah.
Um, like I can smell it right now and it's annoying.
That's so
And
interesting that the
I know.
smell is so off-putting. I can see that patch that you put on your face, like, that looks
Yeah,
so pretty.
right.
Oh my
So it's
gosh.
really, I mean, we could take a little screenshot and share.
Yeah.
It's and it's very it's a heavy, like, balm. It's not heavy is not through. It's like a little bit of a thicker balm, but it's not heavy coverage. So
So
if
you're
I
saying, like, eventually the tackiness goes away?
the tackiness goes
Well,
away, it sort of fades
yeah.
fades in, it gets
Yeah.
absorbed, but it's not this is like, if I don't do concealer, which I usually do not do concealer, and I have red spots around my nose, and you're
Yeah.
still going to get a little bit of that redness. This is
Okay.
not going to be a cancel out foundation type of a thing. This is
Okay.
almost like one of those old commercials of your skin, but better.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really what this is. But
Mhm.
again, can still feel it. And I am more used to, and I prefer a lotion that absorbs, or a foundation that absorbs quickly. And then I can get
Yes.
on with my makeup. If I'm putting this on, I have to put this on, go do something else, and then
Okay.
come back to finish my makeup. That is
Fascinating.
irritating.
Yeah.
But
But it looks
again,
so pretty.
but it looks so pretty, hence
Yeah.
the complicated relationship.
Yes. Okay, that's so interesting because I do feel it's the kind of the same. This is so tacky when you put it on.
Mhm.
The Miracle Balm is. I don't know. Maybe we just have to I bet their customer support stays busy with
You know,
people being like, "Wait a second, I hate this.
Bobby
How am I
Brown, if
doing
you're
this wrong?"
listening, we'd
Yeah,
like to have a conversation.
Bobby, Bobby, why did you do
Bobby,
this?
Bobby,
These
leave a
are
question.
great products, but it shouldn't
Mhm.
take this much effort to learn how to use them.
Agree.
Okay, I have a complicated one too that I actually mostly love. And this was a gift to me, my dear friend Grace, who's an awesome and a superstar. The other night we had a little girls' night, just her and I at her house, and little post bedtime girls' night. She had gone
Amazing.
to Lush. Grace loves Lush, and she had gone to Lush and she bought 2 of the Lush perfume collections. So they come in, first of all, where are you on Lush? Do you like Lush? Do you hate Lush? Do you ever go in?
This is a really interesting question, Meg.
Yeah.
I don't love Lush. I don't love Lush, but I'm not
Okay.
against Lush.
You feel it like sort of ambivalent about Lush.
I do, like, when
Okay.
we're at the mall and Lily wants to go into Lush, I steer her away.
Okay.
I just don't
Okay.
wanna deal with it.
Okay. You will not be on the loving side of this then, but
Okay.
for people who love Lush, or if you love fragrances, let me tell
Mhm.
you. So what Rose did is back up. What Grace did, I was looking at the rose jam when I said that. That's one of the scents. What Grace did is she bought 2 of these, and then we did like a little mix and match.
Ooh,
So we
that's
each
fun.
picked the ones that we liked, and then she gave these to me, which was so generous of her. These are not cheap for the size that you get of each one, but I do think, and I think I figured something out. The I love all of the scents. So I ended up with rose jam, pansy, which I'm wearing right now and I'm obsessed with, American cream, Karma, and V. Those are the scents that I got. I love all of them. The longevity on these is so
Ah,
disappointing.
mhm.
It smells so good when you first spray it on. I sprayed one on the other day when my sister was here and she was like, "Oh my gosh, it smells like a Lush store in here." Like it smells so good. But the longevity is like, where did that scent go? A
Mhm.
couple of tricks that I've learned through the years with fragrances, you can either layer it over an unscented lotion on your
Mhm.
skin, and that will help it to last. I have not tried that yet with the Lush perfumes, or you can spray it in your hair. So that's what I did for today is I actually sprayed a not small amount of the pansy in my hair, and I do still think I smell so good, and it smells so good in the bottle. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love the scents. I do think that you will probably go through these pretty quickly because you're
Mhm.
like spraying and spraying and spraying. So I do love them. And I'm so thankful that Grace gave these to me because they're like such a treasure. And I probably would not have bought these for myself. Just you have, again, it's the learning curve thing. You have to know that you've got to do some little tricks, some little hacks to get that fragrance to last all
And
day.
that's beautiful
The
packaging
packaging
also.
is
It's beautiful.
gorgeous. It is so, so, so pretty. So,
Meg, I've also heard if you take, Aquaphor and put Aquaphor on your
okay.
pulse points,
Yes.
before you put on, that also can help. I've never tried that, but that might be another option for you.
Okay, that's a great idea. I have Aquaphor scattered throughout the house.
Mhm.
So I will try that. That's so smart. Okay, these are the products that we loved. Now, believe it or not, Julie and I do try some things that we end up actually hating. And
Mhm.
so we need to talk about the not so awesome finds. We're going to do that when we come right back. Okay, we are back and we are doing our products extravaganza today. Julie Tepperman and I are. We are talking all about the products that we love, the ones we didn't love, the ones that we want to try, things that we are looking for. Julie and I each have some products that we did try. We gave it a good shot. And at the end of the day, it's like, no, this is not for me. Hey, some of these might be some of your favorite products, and that's totally okay. We would love to hear. Maybe we do need some instruction on how best to use them, but
Mhm.
we do have some products that we've tried that we're just like, it's not working out for us. We're gonna have to do a little breakup talk with these products. Julie, what's on your not loving list?
Okay. The first thing is the IT Cosmetics, Confidence in an Eye Cream eye cream. I have very dry under eyes. I mean, we've talked about my skin is dry in general. When I put this eye cream on, it migrates up, Meg. I've never had this happen before. It gets in my eye.
Weird.
It's so
Gets in
weird.
your
It
eyes.
gets in my I've
Yes.
had issues with some eye creams, catching my mascara and smudging, but I
Yeah.
find myself when I use that eye cream, I am blinking, it is getting in my eyes. I can't deal with it. So that one was a Sephora return, which I would like to remind everybody, you can get a
Yes.
total, it's I think 60 days at Sephora,
Yep.
probably the same at Ulta. Do not be afraid. They do not care. The salespeople do not care at
They
all
do
if you're
not
returning
care.
things. It
Mm-mm.
doesn't impact their bottom line. Don't feel badly. Just
No.
I walk in like, I really didn't like this. And that's all.
Yep.
It's amazing. So
That's
that
it.
one, it went back. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, here's another one. This is, and this might be a little bit controversial, so I apologize. This is the NARS. It's the multiple stick in orgasm. So
Okay.
this is meant to be, you can use it for eyes, you can use it for blush, you can use it on your lips. First of all, if you're going to use this on your lips, you should be aware that and it's a really pretty, like peachy, pinky, corally kind of color.
Yeah.
It is a dry, you put it on, it doesn't feel good, first of all.
Eh,
So that's just it's a number one is at least a third of the applications not really useful. Second thing is if you want to use it as a blush, you have to put so much on in order for it to be seen. And
Okay.
then the third thing, you can put it on, and I have used it as eyeshadow, but because it's such a sheer like pinky-ish wash of a color, you have to put again either so much on or put something underneath that I feel like it completely defeats the purpose of being like a quick, one-shot wonder. So
Yeah.
while I don't hate this one is more just sad to me. And
Yeah.
like this was a disappoint Nars, I love you, but I'm disappointed and I'm disappointed. I'm
I'm not
sad.
mad. I'm not mad. I'm just
Not sad.
disappointed.
You can do better, Nars. I have faith in you.
Oh, man. That is a bummer, and I'm just gonna go on the record. This is maybe controversial too. I honestly think most, not all, I actually thought of an exception when I was saying this, but most like 3-in-1 products or whatever, where you're like trying to do so many multitasking products,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
honestly, just like it just buy the single products. I will say one exception is the Less Curls 3-in-1 hair styler that's like gel, hair cream, all of the things all together, curl cream. I actually do love that product so much, and it really does work. But I think it's a little bit different because it's all just going on your hair. Like
Right.
it's not like trying to do so many different things. It's literally just all concentrated on being your curl like
Mhm,
finishing product after you're done
mhm.
shampooing and conditioning. So
Got it.
but for the most part, I just feel like the multitaskers are usually a bummer in some way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here's my next one. I got a little teeny tiny container of the Tatcha the Dewy Skin Cream. Here's the thing. I hate this lotion. People go crazy for this lotion. It's really pretty. It's got a nice purple container. The lotion itself is even a little bit like violet. It smells good, it
Mhm.
absorbs quickly, and then it just disappears, and you need to put on more lotion like
Oh,
15 minutes later.
shoot.
So if you
Yeah.
are a dry-skinned human, and again, I do think this may be one of those products that is more geared toward, somebody in your 20s or 30s, not like me in your 40s. Um,
Mhm.
but I also feel like this product is so hot right now. People love the Tatcha. I did not. I absolutely did not. And so I was glad that I had received this small little
Yeah.
container to try before I purchased the big one.
Did you get that at Sephora?
I
This
did.
that's the
It
nice
was
thing
one of
is you can do,
mhm.
like, the sample sizes of
Yeah,
so many things, so,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, next up, this was one of those hot products thanks to TikTok. It's the Marajuka, the
Okay.
Tarte Juicy Lip. So here's the thing about this, as we have discussed, is this on your good list or your bad
No,
list?
I just happen to have it. I'm, like, jury's still out on this, but tell me what you do not like
So
about this.
I like how it feels for a second, and then it goes away. It just disappears. It goes away so quickly, I find.
Do you have the lip plump? Does it matter?
No, I do not
Okay.
like a lip plumper. I
Okay.
don't like how that feels. So I have a couple of the juicy because I completely 100% bought into the hype. And when they were the thing, I happened to go into probably an Ulta because it's closer to work and they had a bunch. So I bought a couple different colors. I mean, the colors are nice, but what I find for the price that you're paying, I think they're like $22, $25 something a piece. If I'm spending that much on, I want to love it. I don't love it. And therefore I hate it.
It's not complicated for you on
It's
this.
no, no, it is because I like how it feels, but it really It has 0 staying power for me. So,
Okay.
if you love it, I let me know and I'll mail you mine. You could clean off,
Bring
sterilize the
him to
top.
Dallas.
I will bring
We
all of
should
this to
have, like, a
Dallas.
product swap
This is
in
the best thing you've
Dallas.
ever suggested. I love it. I love it.
Like, literally, except you have to travel by plane, and you'd be like, why I brought all this stuff on the
Yeah.
plane." I have the Marajuka, the Juicy Lip Plump. I
Mhm.
love a lip plumper. I am a total sucker for a lip plump. I don't know, I just love them. I had the same experience, though, in longevity, but see, here's the difference. I don't wear a ton of glosses,
Uh-huh.
and it's really gloss-like for me, the texture is, and so I was like, "Well, this is just how glosses are, they just fade."
No, Meg, no. There are
So
we're gonna okay. So we're gonna have a sidebar conversation. If anybody else would like to hear my commentary, please let me know. There are glosses that really do stay, and we can talk all
Okay.
about them. We can
Mhm.
talk all about them.
Okay, alright. Any other product hate to
I
share
have
with us?
okay, I have 2 more that I'm going to share.
Okay.
The first one is a Makeup by Mario eye palette. This was the most disappointing thing. I bought it,
Everybody
the
loves
cut
the Makeup by
everybody
Mario,
here's what I found.
Julie.
I know that this is potentially an unpopular opinion. I found the color payoff was super disappointing. I had to use
Oh,
so much, and this was I had texted you this day I adulted. I went to Sephora and I returned it, and that eye makeup that is not cheap. And if
no.
you're going to spend money on an eye palette, you want it to be beautiful, and it
Yeah.
was only fine. So
Okay.
I had to return that. And the other one, and this is going to come up later on under like things to try. This is the It Cosmetics brush bath. I'm perpetually looking for a good way to clean my brushes. This is why I hate this. Does it do a great job of cleaning the brushes? 100%. But the problem is, so it's this cute little, it's like stuck to the bottom because I used it the other day. We're going to have to look at it inside. It's a teeny tiny bar of pink soap in a
Oh,
box,
yeah. Okay. Mhm.
but you can see it leaves the eye makeup on it
Ooh.
after you've washed the brush. And that's gross. That face exactly. So it does a really good job. Wait, hang on. I'm going to use my office scissors to just wedge this out. Okay, hang on. Here we go. So it's this, I suppose I could rinse the whole thing off and you don't have
It's
to use
like,
it.
what's the
Doesn't that just
point?
defeat the whole purpose? So it's basically,
Yes.
if you're listening and not watching, it's like it looks like an old school bar of pink soap. It
Uh-huh.
does a really nice job of cleaning off the makeup. But I don't want to have to wash the washer after I have already washed the
You might as
brushes,
well
which
just
is
wash your brushes if you're gonna have to wash the washer.
so anyway, this was a major disappointment. And then actually there was one more.
Okay.
Tula. They have the So Polished face sugar scrub. Hated it. I hated
Really?
it. My daughter hated it. It was just not it was a little bit too greasy when you put it
Yeah.
on, and the scrubs were a little too harsh
Okay.
and just
Hmm.
not for me. But again, it's a complicated line. There are pieces that I absolutely do love. So those are
Totally.
my complicated oh no, that's just I just didn't like them. It's not
Those are just
complicated.
the
I
the
didn't like that.
hates.
Yeah.
That's just the hate list.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, what's on my hate list? The first one, I'm so sad to say I actually have 2 products from Elf. I
Oh.
really love Elf products. I think they
Mhm.
are so reasonably priced. They're cruelty-free, they're easy to find, they're great for beginners. So when I saw at Target, I get influenced by Target now, in Canada. Wait, you don't have Target in Canada?
No, we do not. But
Okay.
luckily, since I work in Detroit, I
Yes.
can, yeah.
Well, now most Targets are set up to be more department store like. And so I
Yes.
see all the displays and I'm influenced. So I saw that Elf has a new daily SPF called Elf Skin Sun Touchable Whoa Glow
Whoa.
SPF 30 sunscreen and primer. And I was like, ooh, okay, I like Elf. I've been hearing good things about their skincare. I will try this sunscreen. Julie, when I tell you it smells like straight up old school sunscreen, like just you open the
Bye.
bottle and you're like, "Oh,
Nope.
I'm 13 years old at the community pool again," is what's happening right now.
Mhm,
So the
mhm.
smell was so overwhelming and it did not fade for a while after I put it on.
No.
Also, somehow, some way, every single time I wore this, even though I was very careful about it, it ended up getting in my eyes and my eyes were just watering, burning,
No.
stinging, all of the things.
Terrible.
Again, I'm 45 years old. I've been wearing makeup for a while. I think the problem was not my application is what I'm trying to say. I don't even have one to show you because I literally threw it away because I was like, "This is not workable." I
Mhm.
didn't even wanna give it to my girls or anything, just
Uh-huh.
no. Which again, I'm sad to say, and if it works for you, I'm very happy for you, but I was very bummed that it didn't work for me. The other I was influenced by TikTok to get is the e.l.f. Putty Blushes. Have you heard people
I
raving
ha
about these?
I have not. Tell me everything, although since I know what category we're in, I know what the
Yes.
review will be.
I'm gonna give these to Daisy. She tried them and she loved them, and I do think they if you
They're
do not
very
have they're
pretty.
so pretty. I can't remember it, and it doesn't have the shades on the containers. Does it? No. Yeah, it does. I just can't read it. Even with my readers on. I'm gonna give these to Daisy. They look so pretty on her, but they are so it's a putty texture,
Mhm.
which that's fine. It's a little bit of a learning curve. I would put it on like the apples of my cheeks and then use my I actually would use my e.l.f. What's this style of brush called? Kabuki, like little
Yeah.
mini kabuki brush, and then I would like blend it in and it was fine, except it's so drying. It's like the putty texture, I don't understand what they're doing with that. I was open to trying it, but for my skin, it is just extremely way too drying, and the color payoff was a little disappointing, and that's what I had heard people raving about, was like, "Oh, it lasts all day and stuff," so I tried it. Oh, okay, I just saw the shade colors. This is Caribbean, which
It's
that's the
beautiful.
specific one that I saw
Uh-huh.
on TikTok people were raving about. Well, dadgum, I can't find the shade on this other one. Anyway, I wanted to love these. I did not. They are gonna go in Daisy's makeup bag. Okay. Glossier. I love
Mm.
2 of their eye products that I got. I actually got, sometimes brands will bundle their, products. This is their Lash Slick mascara. I wanted this to work because I was like, "Oh, then I can just be like, a one brand situation."
Mhm.
And the brush is fine. It's just that I don't know. This is definitely for either younger women or makeup wearers who want a very minimal mascara.
Okay.
To this day, my newest holy grail that I've been talking about it since last year, so it's not like brand new, but Selena nailed it with her Rare Beauty
Mhm.
mascara. This
It's a
is
good one.
my absolute ride or die. Every time lately I've tried a new one. I tried one from Say, I tried one from Merit, I think. They're all perfectly fine. Nothing compares to the Rare Beauty mascara for me. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Anyway, the lash slick was not a winner. 2 more from me. This was the aforementioned Paula's
Oh.
Choice. This is their 1% retinol treatment. Now, should I have started here? No, probably not. I was very, very interested that it says this is the one that targets deep wrinkles and reveals firmer looking skin. I read so many reviews on this to try to figure out like how can I use this if I have sensitive and reactive skin. I bought additional side products like to mix together from Paula's Choice. And Julie, I think I'm coming to terms with the fact like my skin is either just like never going to be ready for retinoids or I'm just not there yet
Mhm.
or any kind of retinol, like strong retinol product. Um, what I have been doing since I bought this, and I don't want to mess with the return or whatever. This is so weird, you guys. But I've been using it on the backs of my hands
Oh, that's a great
instead.
idea.
So, a little skincare. My hands have been fine with it. But my face was just too reactive. So there's
That's
that there's
great.
that little hack for you if you buy a
Although
retinol product.
I feel like my dermatologist would be mad at me if I didn't say, "Then you should also put sunscreen on."
Sunscreen. Yep. I
Okay.
have been doing that, and that is one
Okay.
thing you have to be super careful of anytime you're using a retinol, you've got to use sunscreen. As you all know, I am one of those weirdos slash teacher's pet of the dermatologist's office because I actually do wear sunscreen every day, even in the winter,
Okay. Mhm.
so it's easy just to put a little on top when I'm
Okay,
doing my
fine.
face sunscreen.
Just need to make sure.
The last thing that I'm very bummed about, so disappointed, is, this new to Target line of perfume called Finery.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen or heard
I
anything about
have seen
this.
it.
So I got the little sample set. I was so excited about this. These are supposed to be dupes or knockoffs of designer perfumes. I actually took this with me when Grace and I did our little fragrance night. And fresh out of the bottle, I really liked these. Unfortunately, and I took my tester strips to Grace's, so we were just spraying on tester strips and smelling them. Really liked them out of the bottle and on the tester.
Mhm.
Unfortunately for me on the skin, this dries down to just smell like just generic perfume, like that you would rub on your
Mm.
wrist when you're a kid because you got a sample out of a magazine.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. Yep, know exactly what you mean.
So glad I'm not the only one that was, like, getting
Oh,
that
yeah.
rubbing
Did
it on the wrist.
unstick it. Yeah, totally.
That was my entry into the world of fragrances.
Yeah.
Um, it's just, like, so super, like, I don't even wanna say perfumey because there are perfumey smells that I like. It's, like, alcohol-y and just I don't
It's
know.
not good.
The thing about fragrances for different people's skin, chemistries, these might totally work for you, absolutely. I tried all of them on my skin, and every single one of them just dried down to just not smell that great, so I was very bummed about that. Okay, before we wrap up, there's a few products that we wanted to talk about that we've kind of been wanting to try. Julie, what do you have on your want to try list?
So I have 2. One of them is the Sunday Riley ceramic slip face wash. I've
Oh,
just heard
nice.
really good things about it, and this actually connects to my request at the end of the show. But
Okay.
I sneak preview. I I have trouble getting eye makeup, mascara specifically, really
Mm,
completely off my eyelids, and so I'm constantly looking for a face wash
mhm.
that gets it really off.
A whole
And
face wash?
a whole face
Okay,
wash,
mhm.
which I use in conjun but, like, I will take my eye makeup off, and there will still be
Yeah.
mascara there,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then I will get in the shower at night sometimes and wash my face with a face wash, and the mascara is still there. So,
Yes.
I am perpetually on the hunt for a new face wash that does everything, and, the last time that I was just, looking in the store, that one sounded like it would be really good, but I have other ones to finish first.
For sure.
So that is on my list, and
Okay.
then going hand in hand with the disappointment of the It Cosmetics brush bath, I have heard amazing things about the Cinema Secrets Professional Makeup Wash. The only reason it's a cleaner, I think it's a no rinse. It's supposed to do an amazing job, work quickly, smell great. It's $45 for a bottle, Meg, and
Yeah.
I cannot do that. So
Yes.
I want to, and maybe that might be a good gift certificate, like gift card thing,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
one of the like, there's, I because you need to clean your makeup brushes, otherwise, like, all the bacteria and all the things, but and this one, by description of people who've used it, it's so amazing, but again, how do I really care? I don't know. So, I want to try it, but also at the same time,
I
it's a lot.
know.
Yeah.
I think that price points are definitely the things that stop me, that keep things in the products in the, like, want to try it category for me,
Mhm.
because and even if you can return things, then it's just, like, one more thing on the to-do list, and, like, am I gonna really return it? I only have one on my list right now. It is Paula's Choice. It is an anti-aging product. It is brand new from them. It's called their Pro Collagen Multi-Peptide Booster. It is a 20 milliliter bottle. This is their original. Okay, yeah, this is 20 milliliters too. This is their original peptide booster. So we're talking a bottle this big. Okay.
Okay.
This is their brand new one, though. This is new. This is the multi peptide booster. It's $58. And I'm like so
My
intrigued.
mouth is open. I
Okay,
mean,
yes.
wow, okay, okay.
I'm so intrigued because boy, they have been hitting the email blasts with this, and like people are raving about it and everybody's loving it. So, what it's supposed to do is from their website, it says a targeted treatment that visibly lifts, firms, and smooths wrinkles in as little as 15 minutes with,
Wow.
right? With 6 restructuring peptides that deliver lasting results. I mean, they are just like, it's daily with the emails and the have you tried the multi-peptide booster yet? But Julie, it's like $58. Now, I do
That's a
know one
lot.
thing, having used some of their other boosters before, I do know that a little does go a long way. I do know, and I love most every Paula's Choice that I've tried. But I'm just like, I'm already doing all these other products, you guys. Like, when is when is enough enough? I have all these Paula's Choices here that I'm like, and
You're, like,
yet
cradling them. Your little skincare babies.
my little darlings, my preciouses. Um But I do think, like, at some point, I have to be like, "I think I should just, like, use what I've got right now." But I have to admit I'm very intrigued, so I do kind of wanna try it. Now you have a product that you're looking for.
Okay, this is in my category of things that have been discontinued.
Okay.
There was an eye makeup remover that has been discontinued. It's a benefit. It was the benefit They're Real eye makeup remover. I have truly never, ever, ever, ever used a better eye makeup remover. It's creamy. It's not an oil. It's
Okay.
not oily.
Yeah.
So you can use it for your whole lid. You could also put a little on a Q-tip or a tissue and
Yeah.
spot clean. I have not been able to. I've tried the Clinique one. It's, I've tried
Okay,
the
that's what I was
lid.
just gonna ask. The take the
Yeah.
day off. Have you tried the take the day off cleansing balm?
So I have tried that, but I feel
Okay.
like, that it's such a heavy balm.
Okay.
You do need to double cleanse with that, and
Oh, for
as
sure,
discussed, I
yes.
mean, if I'm going in the shower, then fine,
Yeah.
but that's not for me. It's, like a step too far at the end of a
Mm.
very long day.
Yeah.
Um, so I would like suggestions and recommendations. If people have eye makeup removers, I'm willing to try pretty much anything because it is not a good look to wash your face and then come out of the shower with raccoon eyes after a second wash. Like, it's just I mean, my husband thinks it's hysterical, but I do
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
That's one thing I will say about the Rare Beauty, like, you have to the mascara, Rare Beauty mascara,
Uh-huh.
you do need, like, a legit either you need to double cleanse like, I just do it when I am taking my eye makeup off, I will just use, like, the oil-based cleanser, whatever I'm using, and, like, really scrub,
It's
you
not
know?
it I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong. It's possible, but
I
it doesn't seem to work as well as I want it to.
Well, but I think that if you do have a good product that's just for
Yeah.
the mascara and that's one thing I do love about the Thrive Cosmetics mascara, the tubing mascara, is it just, like, literally peels right off, and
Right.
that's, to me, like, the main selling point. I mean, that sounds weird and creepy to say, but, like, when you're washing your face, the tubes of the
It just
mascara
washes right
it just
off.
washes off.
No,
There's no
see,
raccoon eye left behind.
this is all right now. I'm really into the Gwen Stefani, the Give, I think
Oh,
it's called,
yeah.
mascara, and
Yeah.
I really like it. But and I also use the Benefit mascara, and I've used the Thrive I liked, but I didn't love.
Yeah.
And with these mascaras that are meant to stay all day,
Yeah.
um, these are things. Ooh, I have to throw in one other thing. I saw a new product that I actually really want to try, but it seems like a silly waste of money. MAC is now making dry shampoo for your eyelashes so that you can I know. You can refresh. Have you ever midday wanted to put on more mascara, but
Mhm.
it's your eyelashes are hard?
Mhm, of course,
Their
yeah.
whole selling point is you spray it on during the day and it like refreshes it and softens your eyelashes so you can put more eye
What?
makeup on.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. I'm
I
I'm
saw it
actually really
just the other day.
intrigued
I
by
know.
that idea.
Right.
Have to
So,
check it out.
but in the meantime, yes, if anybody has any recommendations for me for if you've made it to the end and you have not gotten too exhausted by my talking about products, I would love some recommendations for this one.
I will keep an ear out for that for sure,
Thank
because
you.
there's gotta be
Thank
something
you.
out there that can take the place of that one. Okay, Julie, thank you so much for all this product talk. Truly, we have been saving this up for a while, as you guys can
Mhm.
tell, by the length of our conversation.
Yes.
If people wanna find you, is the Hangout probably the best place to track you
The
down?
hangout for sure, more often the superstars
Yeah.
than the regular, but that's really the only place I go on Facebook and
Yes.
sometimes on Instagram, but really, the hangout's the best way to find me.
Okay, you can find me by, looking up, finding me. I don't know, I forgot how to say this part of the show apparently. You can find me as Sorta Awesome Meg on social media. You can find the show by searching Sorta Awesome, whatever pod what the heck? Whatever platform you're on, if you'll search Sorta Awesome, you can find us there. If you're talking about the show, give us a hashtag Sorta Awesome so we can find you over there. Julie, again, this has been so fun. Thank you for bringing us so many
Thank you
products
for
to
having
try
me.
and
This is the
explore.
highlight of my day.
So fun. Awesome. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see y'all next time.